Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a plan with me for the week of March 27th through April 2nd, I believe. This was the week that my shop turned one year old, so I'm very excited to be using a party kit for that, even though this is more of like a birthday kind of kit. I guess technically it is the 1 year birthday of my shop, so I wanted to really go all out with the kit, so I have this older kit from Glam planner called Let's Party. It's been a while since I've used a Glam planner kit, so I'm pretty excited to be using all of these specific overlays for this particular format because it is a fairly unique one. So I do have the ultimate kit here, and then I have a couple sheets of extras that I'm going to be bringing in, and the kit did come with rose gold foil, so I did take that as inspiration. Normally I probably would have gone with like a ballerina pink, but I feel like I don't really have that much opportunity to use rose gold, so I did decide to pull it in for this kit. This is the only sheet of the foil that actually came with it that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to be using it for the date cover overlays because it did come with the foil overlays that go over like pretty much the entire full box for each specific box, and I don't really like those because they cover up way too much of the art. So, but I think these are a really fun idea, so love that. I'm going to be using those. I think this rose gold from her shop is a little bit different from mine. I think hers is slightly more pink. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. Oh, there you go. Yeah, hers is more pigmented. Hers is on the pinker side, which mine is like more classic rose gold for a reason, because I do have the ballerina pink, which is kind of like this particular color is like in between ballerina pink and my rose gold, so I don't think it'll look too different. It may, but I don't really care. I'm going to use them anyway. And since I haven't used rose gold foil yet for myself from my own shop, I did print out all of my basic stuff in rose gold so I can pull these into the spread and future spreads. And then this is the like kit specific or like spread specific stuff. So I'm going to be pulling in the confetti underlays from the birthday collection, as well as this washi combo from the birthday collection. I did have to pull in the 10 and 7mm sheet for the bottom washi. And then I have some overlays. Here we go, overlays that are custom for each specific box. Like I did label them so I kind of know. So I'm going to be pulling in some small confetti, some sparkle border. This one is for the tall box. And then these two I kind of made specifically for this spread, which I'm very excited that I can just kind of do that whenever I need to. So I have some like quote overlays, happy birthday Alicia Craft, and then 1 year. And then I did bring in like this kind of arrangement from the birthday collection, and then I turned it into a full box overlay as well. And then I made a border big box specifically for this kit. This was not available in the original birthday collection. It was just the classic confetti big box overlay. I didn't have a border one, but I think I am going to introduce this when I do a reformat of that collection because I really love this. So that is going to go over this box right here. I kind of like made the top left like super busy because of all these balloons. There's like kind of a lot of space I could work with, and then obviously the streamer going down that side is going to fit perfectly in that space, so I'm really excited to see how that looks when it is all laid it down. Yep, it's going to fit perfectly. So that is that, and then I also have some half cut underlays because whenever I do a big box and a big box extender, there are several times where I need to like cut underlays in half to work around that. So that's why I introduced to my shop half cut underlays. So you can buy these as well for newer collections, but they're just already cut in half. So it's like perfectly even and I don't have to like worry about it or measure it at all, which is great. They also work for half day extenders. And then I kind of skipped past this, but I also made my own custom headers. I just decided to be super extra and do the 3 designs as text. So Alicia Craft turns 1 this year, so it's just going to say that, just going across the whole spread. Alicia Craft turns 1 this year, and it's going to be like repeated all the way. So yeah, I don't know, I just really wanted to be extra and do something crazy with the headers. which I don't have any text headers in shop right now, but it would be fun to kind of do that as a custom, so I may consider offering those as a custom option. I like offering everything as custom options for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay it on the base, and I will see you on the other side for the day by day. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the day by day. Starting off on Monday, I am actually marking a movie first before anything else. Usually I mark it last, but we actually woke up that morning, not super late, and my boyfriend put on a movie. Like as I was showering, he like put it on, and I just can't resist any movie. So I went out, and of course he put on like a typical man movie that he loves, that type of movie. He put on American Sniper, which not my thing at all. So, but I suffered through it anyway, just to see what he liked about it. And then it had like the most depressing ending, and I was like, why did you put me through that? I mean, he didn't force me to watch it, but I can't resist. I'm just like his daughter. It's so funny, both of us, like whatever movie's on, we'll gravitate towards it whether we like it or not. So yeah, that's how we started off the week, which not great. But yeah, I marked that with a couple sticker from Some Little Things. And then I did a voiceover on, I think, A Plan With Me. That's from Carly Plans. And then I cut foil for all of the sheets that I had printed the previous day. That icon is my own. And then I had been dealing with some issues on my website that I wanted to get troubleshooting done on. One of them was like setting up a firm, because it wouldn't work on my site for so long. And I had like multiple teams of people like for the various aspects of my website, like going through it and trying to figure that out. Eventually they did, but it took like 3 weeks. So a firm is now available on my website, thank goodness. But yeah, it was a while. I don't anticipate it'll need to be used that often by people, because it's not often that you would need to spend like $300 on foil necessarily, as opposed to like kits, which add up super fast. But especially on like sales, or like if you're purposely like waiting for a lot of new releases. And I also intend to put out a lot more new releases coming up, and also kits. So there are going to be more opportunities to where it would be useful to have more like paying for options. And of course, a firm is available in all US states, unlike PayPal paying for it, which I had before, which excludes a couple states. So, yep, happy to offer that now. But yeah, I had to do some troubleshooting for a long time to get that figured out. That stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. My boyfriend made burritos that night, which so amazing. Everything he cooks is awesome. I think this was the first time he had made like actual burritos instead of just breakfast burritos. They were so good. I need him to make them again, because my goodness. And that sticker is from Sweet Bean Plans, I believe. And then we watched a movie that I actually did enjoy, which is The Hobbit 2, which I think is The Desolation of Smaug, which I love that movie. Not as much as the third one, and I think I fell asleep during like most of the first one the previous week, but still quite enjoyable. I freaking love the Hobbit movies. Tuesday, we slept in. Or I think I slept in. I think he went to work out. And then that is a pillow from Carly Plans to mark that. And then I hopped right into work, so I did some foiling. I foiled the sheets that I had cut the foil for the previous day. Because remember, this was 3 batches at once that I was doing. If you remember from my previous plan with me, I batched 3 together, which ended up being like hundreds of sheets at once. So yeah, it did take me a whole day to cut the foil for it the previous day, and then on Tuesday I basically spent the whole day like actually doing the foiling. But this was also during the weekend, so I might have been able to do both in one day if it had not been the weekend and family time as well. That stickers from Papershire, and then I uploaded the plan with me that I had done the voiceover for. That is from Whimsy, and then I did an Instagram post for that plan with me. That stickers from Crafty Planner Co. I also packed the prizes for the giveaway. I don't know why I hadn't packed them like after I did the giveaway video, but I guess they had just been sitting around, so I just put them into envelopes so they'd be ready to go whenever I had picked the winners. Or maybe I did pick the winners this day. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, got them all taken care of. And then, I don't remember where that sticker is from, but I think that, like, art style is pretty common. And then I took a nap as well. That was from Apple Blossom Prints. I must have been really tired. Because I don't usually nap, like, if I've slept in or on the weekend. But yeah, I must have just been super exhausted or not feeling well. And then we did have a game night. Aurora loves to get us to play games with her when normally we wouldn't suggest it. I think our thing is more movies, and she just loves board games, which, like, it's enjoyable to play board games, of course, but given the choice, I would rather just watch like 5 movies in a day, which my boyfriend would also, so I'm kind of glad that he's like on that same page with me. But yeah, so we probably played like Parcheesi and then maybe a card game or something. But yeah, I just marked it with, I think that's like Chutes and Ladders from Papershire, just because it matched the color scheme. It was also rainy that evening, which is like great movie watching weather. The rain cloud is from Paper K, I believe. And then we did watch another movie, which was the final Hobbit movie, Battle of the Five Armies, which again, my favorite one. So that was super awesome. And that is a sticker of Frodo from Papershire. I'm pretending it is Bilbo because it basically could be Bilbo. There's no sheet specifically for the Hobbit, unfortunately. There's just like Lord of the Rings sheets, basically just that one. I'm pretty sure that the Papershire sheet, which is no longer available, is like the only like characters of Lord of the Rings that I've seen. So actually, speaking of not super common pop culture sheets, going into Wednesday, I only had a couple sheets to mark Fantastic Beasts. Since the previous week I had used my Some Little Things sheet, I decided this week to use my Wonton on a Million sheet, and I used a sticker of Queenie because she's wearing pink, which the spread is pink. Not the same shade of pink, but oh well. Because we did start Fantastic Beasts 3, finally. We watched the first half, and then I think the next week we watched the second half. But yeah, this was our first time watching that, so it was pretty interesting. But yeah. Let's see, I think I'll talk about it more next week when I mark that we finished it. But I guess after that, so this was Wednesday, so my boyfriend went off to work after we watched that. And then I slept a little bit longer, so I counted that as a nap, which that's from Papershire as well, to mark that. And then it was a rainy day again. I think that umbrella is from a SPC freebie, if I recall correctly, which would make sense given those cut lines. And then I marked that Anastasia shed that day, so I got to clean that out of her room. That sticker is from Happy Daya. And then I cut the sheets that I had foiled the previous day. Usually I do all this all in one day when I'm working with one batch, but yeah, I decided to really batch it up. So yeah, I did mark cutting those sheets with a sticker from Crafty Planner Co. I think that is one of my newer sticker sheets that I just hauled recently, which I do love them so much. And then I packed orders, so I must have definitely finished a lot that day, and that is from Carly Plans. So is the next sticker to mark doing another voiceover. What I was voicing over, I don't know, because I didn't mark filming another plan with me like between that one and this one, or the last one and this one, so I don't know. Voicing over something. Maybe I just had a bunch of plan with me's like built up. And then my mom called. That sticker's from Papershire. And then I started reading more, I continued reading more of The Mysterious Benedict Society #2, The Perilous Journey. That sticker is from Papershire also. That is definitely one of my favorite book series. I'm kind of like alternating between a lot of books right now. I'm alternating between that series and the Redwall series, and also I'm into like a bunch of finance books right now. So once I finished that one, I took a break, did Redwall for a bit, and then I also started a finance book. So I'm technically reading those two right now. Once I finish the next Redwall book, I will go to The Mysterious Benedict Society #3. I didn't used to read so many books at once. Or actually I did. I used to read them all the time, and then I just like stopped for like a decade and like just wasn't able to, and now I'm getting back into that, which I mean clearly shows you that I'm very into reading now, which is a good thing. So Thursday I marked Sleeping In with a sticker from Once More With Love. I used up that sheet so fast. Thank God I had a backup, because I should have gotten several backups, but I don't know, something about that sheet. It's just the perfect size, fits in a little thing. It's like the perfect 4 colors that I can use pretty much every spread. I don't know, and I have a lot of sleeping stickers, but like, I don't know, that sheet just is perfect. And then I had, so I usually get my mail picked up, or like my orders picked up, instead of me having to drop them off at the post office. So, but like whenever they pick it up, depends on who it is. We have like a few different mail people. We have like one main mail woman, and then there's like a couple backups. So this day, like, we had a new backup that I'd never seen before, and he came like super early at like 11 a.m. I literally had like just gotten out of bed, and he came to knock on the door and ask where's the mail, because I don't usually put it out until the afternoon, because they don't usually come till the afternoon. So I was like, wow, that's super early. I was not prepared for that. So I marked that mail pickup with a sticker from Bubba Bear Studios. And then I think, let's see, I did want to advertise the sale that was starting in a couple days. So I advertised that on Instagram. That sticker is, I think, from the Coffee Monsters Co. And that was my anniversary sale, of course, that I was advertising. I did my Thursday workout. Well, not my usual one. I guess I must have probably done a full body, because I also do cardio on that day. So I marked that with a little Peloton sticker. And then I also had a smoothie after that, as I tend to do. That is from Papershire. Unfortunately, I was also feeling really dizzy after my workout, which can happen sometimes. I feel like my body is just like naturally unhealthy because of a terrible immune system. I'm always getting sick some kind of way. And so working out just like kind of puts more stress on it. But I've been dealing with dizziness my whole life, so it's kind of not that surprising. But I marked that with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I did some designing for work. That is from Paper K. Did more reading. I think that's from SPC. And then I marked the Anastasia ate dinner, which she hasn't done in a very long time, which is unfortunate. But this was probably the last time that she did. I've been trying to get her to eat. She, ball pythons, they don't like to eat sometimes. But that sticker's from Joy Planning. Friday, I marked Sleeping In. Actually, by this point, it had already been her birthday. I forgot. She was born in April 4 years ago. I don't know the exact date, but she's definitely 4 years old by this point. So, oh, hang on. I was looking at like the dates, and I thought this was the end of April. No, sometime in the month after this week takes place. But at this point of like filming this voiceover, she is 4. So happy birthday to her. So Friday, marked Sleeping In with a sticker from Whimsy. Did some more designing. That's from Stick with the Plan Co. I had room to mark coffee, so I just marked coffee with a sticker from Paper K. Did listings. That is from SBC. So is the next sticker to mark Instagram post. This was for the floral collection that went up during the sale, or like before the sale. And then I also did some YouTube binging, which I do pretty much every day. YouTube and podcasts, I binge both of them, but I keep forgetting to mark it, so I try to sneak it in when I can. That is from Papershire. So is the next sticker on Saturday to mark my 1-year shop anniversary. I used this really pretty like bunch of balloons from Papershire that was just the perfect color scheme. I'm also adding more streamers to this box as well. Oh my god, this spread has so many Papershire stickers, and also Paper K, obviously. But I feel like it's mostly Papershire because like those colors work perfectly with the color scheme of this kit, which I'm really happy about because I have probably more Papershire stickers than from anybody else. Yeah, definitely they are the best. But yeah, and then I also slept in that day. There's another paper shower sticker. Surprise, surprise. And then the last thing I had that day was cereal, my little cereal treat. Super unusual. That is from the Coffee Monsters Co. That little like third box size space I always use to mark like the very last thing of the day. Like I don't know how this just works out when I'm using a big box extender, but like that's what that space is reserved for. So going into back to the beginning of the day, now that I'm actually caught up a little bit, I did some printing and cutting, so I did more work. That sticker is from Paper K as well. Unfortunately, my machines were not wanting to cooperate that day. I've said this before, but like silhouettes, when you have a bunch of them, they talk to each other and they all kind of like collaborate on, or I guess cooperate, whatever term you want to call it, for when they're all going to work and when they're not going to work. I don't think it really matters how many machines you have. When I went from 1 to 3, the 2 newest ones, definitely like had some teamwork going on. They will all like collectively decide whether they're gonna like register at first or not register at first, or like cause trouble or not cause trouble. If like all your blades are new and one of them decides that it doesn't, like it wants to snap the blade or something, like all the other blades are gonna have problems. I don't know what it is. It's a curse. I don't know if it's just me or whatever. My shop is cursed. But yeah, I have 7 machines now, and whenever one decides like to cause trouble, they all do. So it was, and it usually lasts for like a season. And this day was particularly bad, so I did mark having issues with my machines, with a sticker from Sweet Ava's Paper. And then during this whole debacle, I was on a voice chat with my friends, which we haven't done like in a very long time, like at least like years. So it was very fun. These are all my friends from high school. So thankfully I was like able to voice chat with them and like kind of be distracted from the fact that my machines were being evil, because otherwise like I would have been like in my feelings about it. But yeah, that sticker is from VideoPad Creations. And then I filmed new releases. That is from Stick With The Plan Co. That was the floral collection that I filmed. Did another workout. This was core and cardio. That sticker's from Carly Plans. And then I drew some doodles on my iPad. This was when I like got my mojo back in terms of drawing doodles, got my motivation, and this is when I drew the foil sheet of doodles, like the sticker on Monday to mark cutting foil. Like that was what I drew that day. Kind of fun to have that on the same spread. But yeah, that iPad sticker is from The Littlest Planner. Sunday, my boyfriend came home that evening, so that is what I marked in that little third box spot. That sticker is from Happy Daya. I also slept in on that day. That's from Apple Blossom Prints. I did a weights workout, probably biceps and legs, maybe. That is from, I think that's from SPC, those weights. And then I did more work printing and cutting. That is from Fox and Pip. And then I'll just finish out the rest, even though it's not on screen yet. I foiled, of course, during that process. That's from Papershire. And then I packed orders. Actually, the next 3 stickers are all from Papershire. But yeah, I packed those orders. And then at some point during that day, my parents also called to check up. So yeah, that is basically the whole spread. I am in love with this spread so much. I think it's been a very long time since I've used rose gold, and definitely a long time since I've used it like to this great effect, because it's just stunning. It is a stunning spread. I don't think I would have picked rose gold if it had not been like Elle's pick when she paired it with this particular kit, but I'm glad she did, because honestly I don't know when else I would use it, and it's just such a gorgeous color. It just kind of like, it doesn't blend in like too seamlessly with the actual art, but it like blends in enough to where it all looks like it really goes together and works really well. So I love that. I loved using the triplicate bottom washi and overlays, which I feel like I almost never do, because like I have a lot of Glam planner kits, but I feel like they're mostly custom art, and so they're like super special, and so I save them for like really special occasions like this, which means that I don't use them that often. So I don't think I've like, or maybe only once or twice have I used the triplicated bottom washi with my overlay specifically for that washi, so it was really fun to be able to do that. And then of course just putting streamers everywhere in the whole spread, that was also really fun. I love these custom quotes overlays that I've done. that is super fun. I don't think I've done that before for a spread where I've like actually made custom quotes for myself. But yeah, of course I had to for this particular occasion. So that was fun. I also went crazy with the banner dividers. I just put those everywhere that I could, essentially. And it just looks so fun, so amazing. I also love on Monday the movie marquee where I put the banner behind it and then the stars in front of it. Like, so gorgeous. And then the one later that day where I just layered the streamers over it. Super duper cute. And yeah, I also like took a long time like putting down the overlays on the specific boxes, like all the border overlays and the confetti corners and the like dot dividers and everything, and the stangles and swoops. I also did a lot of that and like was really careful about it, and I think it was definitely worth it. Yeah, and I also went kind of subtle with the deco on the top, but I also think that that looks really nice. This is just like a really nice, sophisticated, elegant kind of spread. It's, you know, the art is like kind of representing a really sophisticated kind of birthday party, or like celebration in general, which I think was perfect for like my personal vibes. Like, this is like my style. I love kits that are like in this kind of theme and with this color scheme. So it was really perfect to represent my shop's 1-year anniversary, which is like a huge deal. So I'm really glad that this spread turned out as amazing as it did. This is definitely one of my top favorite spreads, which I say that about like every spread. I said that about the Harry Potter spread that I just did. Like, but I feel like that's just a factor of me being really picky about the kits and like only using kits that I really love and that I can make work for me, and also using like my own very specific foil to like make it the best possible spread ever. So I'm really glad that every spread is kind of like doing that for me. So that is awesome. And yeah, I think that is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.